real spicy out here.
Yeah.
As y'all see that this war, we ain't all the way in it yet, but just know that this World War III, this gonna be some next level ish, man. Because Babylon, everybody starting to see it for what it really is, and you got all these other nations starting to slowly for surely turn their back on it. On America and this little pimp, them small hats, man. Because that's who originally running the things behind the scenes. Y'all constantly pointing at Trump. Ultimately, it's the will of the Lord, because the Lord, he controls the hearts of these kings, man. So that's who's actually controlling this thing. But we see what's going on with Israel, you know, having Trump do all types of foolishness because they blackmailing this man. They got a lot of stuff from the Epstein files that links right to Trump. And if Trump don't follow the commands, he's going to be exposed, even though he's being exposed already. You know? And you Babylonians, y'all steady out here trying to have fun, not realizing that them sleeper cells are starting to build up. Just wait till it gets springtime and wait till the summertime come, Lord willing, if we get to that point in time. Hey, shit finna hit the fan here in Babylon real soon, man. And a lot of you ain't gonna have no excuse, because it's all going out right now, the truth. You know, the will of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai through his men, starting with the elders and apostles of Great Millstone on down, coming out here week in and week out, telling you people, hey, Babylon is finished. They've shown you on all these movies, the Red Dawns, the Gray State trailers, all of those different things that they show you. That's what's getting ready to take effect here in Babylon, man.
Babylon itself told you they don't have too much time. This is the only country with a doomsday clock.
Yeah.
They counting down to their own destruction. But y'all putting faith in this country?
Yeah.
When the Bible told you this country's gonna be destroyed, the Lord told you this Bible gonna be destroyed. This country's gonna be destroyed. And in so many words, Esau himself told you that this country is not gonna last. They told you through the doomsday clock, and they told you through the fact that every empire around this 250th year declines.
Mm-hmm.
And this year, 2026, July 4th, marks the 250th anniversary of the United States. So they telling you, that's what Esau does. He foreshadows. He tells you stuff without telling you verbatim.
You got to read between them lines.
Yeah, he wants you to pick up what he's putting down.
Mm-hmm. I want to bring out Joel 3:9 before we open up. Proclaim, this is Joel 3:9. Proclaim ye this among the Gentiles. Prepare war. Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up. Beat your plowshares into swords and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong. And with that, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well the flock, that taught us all this 100% truth, man. Shalom to the few Akim and Akwati out there listening and learning. You cancel the likewise doctrine. It's Great Millstone. Shalom to you as well. Salutations to the hopeful elect, man.
Shalom.
You know, see, and that I brought up that scriptures because a lot of these nations that were considered weak in the eyes of Babylon, man, are starting to get puffed up. Because Babylon used to do all the puffing up at these nations. But now we're getting in a time where these nations are starting to puff up against Babylon the Great, which is America. And they're puffing up against them small hatters over there because Babylon has been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, and the nations are mad now. And they're starting to fight back. Why you think on the news they lying to you, telling you in the Western news anyway that America is over there kicking ass and taking names. But over there, they over there destroying all type of American allies, man. Where America is spread out at over there, they getting bombed up. They're getting bombed up on a whole nother level, man. And it's to give you people over here the notion that, hey, America can't be fucked with. But at the end of the day, America's going to get destroyed by them ICBM missiles. That's why they're bringing in, they starting to get ready to draft your teenagers.
Yep, your kids going over there.
They getting ready to draft your kids to put them on the line to sacrifice your babies for a war that has nothing to do with them. Remember, you're fighting the war for the small hats.
But see, this is the shit they believe, though.
Mhm.
They believe in sacrificing your children for their sakes. They didn't say this. They didn't say this in so many videos. That's how they picture you people. It's Goyim cattle. You're expendable to them. They already drinking your blood daily. Your work, every time you clock in and go to work, your tax money is supporting them
And that war.
and their children. They don't work over there. When they want to go to school, they don't have to pay for school. They don't pay rent. When they go to the doctor, they don't have doctor bills because of you, America. And y'all didn't even know.
How you think they have so much money when they hit the age of 18, man? When
Yep.
they get grown? Because they put a fund to the side for each and every last one of them when they are born. They put a fund to the side, and your tax dollars go into that fund. And when they get 18, around 18 years old, they millionaires, man.
Yeah.
They got all this money that come from you. Y'all forget that Israel is the biggest welfare state for real, man.
On the planet. Matter of fact, they milking you, a lot of you Jakes, on child support too. Your child support money is supporting their children, not yours. Bill Clinton put this in effect in 92. And it's supposed to have been a temporary thing, but they made it under the guise of law. It's not actual law. Matter of fact, it's illegal because this came from the small hats. So it is a foreign treaty. It is illegal to hold a U.S. citizen under foreign treaty, but they do it every day, all day, especially in your courtrooms. You go in a courtroom, you see an American flag with yellow fringes, you are being judged by maritime law, which is illegal. But as you can see, Esau don't care. He getting money. He getting your money by saying you broke a law. So you got to pay them. But look how much they break the law every day, all day. But they don't have to pay nobody. You know why? Because they the ones that are making these unrighteous decrees. They the ones making these unfair laws for you to follow and not them. As you can see, look at your president. This man has broken every constitutional amendment possible. Freedom of speech, he trying to sue you. He trying to get you arrested. Now they going after your Second Amendment, your right to bear arms. Yeah, they looking for a way to get around that amendment. The Fourth Amendment.
And they trying to take your freedom of speech as well.
Yeah, that's the second one.
Yeah.
Your Fourth Amendment, they are literally telling these ICE recruits that they don't need a warrant to enter your home. When in all actuality, yes, you do. That goes against the Fourth Amendment. Fourth Amendment is your protection against unlawful searches and seizures. And that extends more than your house. That goes for your automobile too. If they pull you over, all you gotta do is say these words: I do not consent to a search. And I got this from an attorney who's against ICE. This attorney is making a lot of videos because you have to know your rights in order to fight these people. You can't fight them on a carnal level. And as we see, a lot of these ICE recruits graduate not knowing your rights. So they'll lie on the spot.
Mm-hmm.
They will freestyle a law that'll benefit them in a minute, just like the police do.
The loopholes.
The regular police make up laws on site, freestyles, because they want to violate your rights. They want to catch you up in your words. And I think that's a shame that you got to figure out how to play word games with the police to not go to jail.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't nobody got time for that. But see, the other nations have figured it out. The only way to deal with the United States is to not deal with the United States. Same thing with ICE. The only way to deal with ICE is to not deal with ICE. Do not engage with these people because they don't want to be reasoned with. They want to be able to do whatever they want to you and get away with it. Now, there's a lot of ICE murders coming up for investigation. A lot of these people go into ICE custody and all of a sudden they just dead.
Yeah.
That don't happen. These people being murdered. But that all goes back to the bloodlust of Esau Edom. He has to have that, he has to feel that rush. You know, and that's why we're in the position we're in now, because this man is emotional. He can't control his impulses, as you can see with Epstein Island, what they did to all those children. Esau can't control his impulses. This man is a carnal man. He's not spiritual. Very impulsive. He tells impulsive lies. He gets angry out the blue and just go off, do dumb shit out of emotion.
Even his own women been bringing that up about the children. You know, you got elderly Edomite women coming out that lived through the times where our people were getting extremely persecuted, man. They coming out of the woodworks telling you that, hey, Esau is the worst. And she was pointing at the rich men in power.
I saw that video, that old wrinkled up, yeah.
She was talking about the rich men in power who have a bloodlust and the lust towards these little kids, man, these little girls and these little boys, man. Catching them at little ages and bringing them up in this thing, man. And these be the ones that come out later and start shining light on stuff, and a lot of them be getting put to death.
Mm-hmm. You know why? Because Esau has a control complex. Just like he has a God complex. He fears the true and living power, and he fears being controlled. He has a control complex. So to deal with that, look, prime example, control complex. Man walking a dog on a leash. He has to have control of something to make himself feel valuable, to make himself feel like he got some type of self-worth. I just, like I said, in my apartment complex, I done seen the tallest, biggest Edomites walking the smallest dogs. Control complex. I have to control you. Why? You don't know what you're doing. You're too impulsive to be trusted as a leader. But yet these Americans, especially MAGA, I hope y'all finding out the hard way, MAGA, that your leader is not who he says he is. And he never has been. This is the biggest, softest, most fragile man ever born. But that's what it takes to destroy Babylon. You can't have a man confident in his own step. Now you got to have the bottom of the barrel, the weakest man in the box to destroy America. Why? Because he's the only one that can be influenced by the evil powers that be. Now, like I said, Trump is being blackmailed to do all these things because they got a lot of footage on him. But if he was any kind of a real man and cared about his family, he would confess, do his time, and tell on everybody that's coercing him into destroying his own country. But he ain't built for jail. He did too much. He knows if he go to jail, somebody gonna try to off him. He did too much. And I wouldn't put it past it. I'm just saying this, I ain't promoting no violence in that. But I wouldn't be surprised if some of these MAGA people go after his kids. Because they gonna hide Barron. Because his name been coming up too much in social media. At Draft Barron, yeah, they want Trump's son to be drafted because he's sacrificing everybody else's children. Why don't you sacrifice your own? That ain't gonna happen. The rich ain't sending their kids off to a banker's war. No. So they gonna hide him to keep anything from happening to him. But like I said, Trump is not a real man. He ain't looking out for his family. He's bringing destruction to his own family.
A real man is going to have some type of accountability, man.
Exactly.
You know, you're going to stand on your integrity, but this man is not going to stand on his integrity.
He got none.
He ain't got it. He's going to do exactly what they tell him to do, and it's going to destroy. It's going to trickle down to you Babylonians here in America. It's going to trickle down to you, and it's going to make your life hard as hell. It's already getting ready to make it life hard because they stopping oil from being shipped over here. So that means your gas prices are about to go up on a high-ass level and energy prices.
It already have over by my house. It went from $2.59 to $2.99, and then
looks like $3.50, ain't it?
Over there, where right now it just jumped to $3.19. But it went from $2.59 to $3.19 in 2 days. 2 days. And not to mention that they stopping other merchant ships. It's like the seas have become the location for supply chain wars.
Mm-hmm.
These merchant ships, they are starting to be escorted by military ships, so they won't become what they call it in the pirate world. When they seize your ship,
They when they rob your ship, they call it booty.
yeah, because it's prizes. It's your reward for robbing the ship.
Mm-hmm.
But that goes back to the ancient days. That word booty, because whenever you destroy your enemy or take them down, it's called the spoils of war. That's what it's called. Otherwise known as booty. So if you see a woman or any gold, silver, anything of value, you can take it. That's called booty. But it transferred into this world, to Babylon, modern day Babylon. Now it mean ass. So that's another play on words from Esau, man. This man destroys a language, an alphabet. He destroys languages. Because I remember 100 years ago, the rainbow was a symbol that the Lord would never destroy the earth again by rain, by water. But now it means abominable beings walking the earth. That's going to be destroyed because they're abominable. So Esau going to use that same technique, and he going to change the meaning of words in the Bible just so he can put himself in the covenant. Did he not do that? Yep. Yeah. He'll use his little play on words, and he'll put himself in the blessing. He came up with all kind of false doctrines, replacement theory. The Lord through with us, now everybody else can come in.
They had the audacity to say, if you come against Israel, God is going to cut you off.
Yeah, they said this.
They had the audacity.
Basically
saying that Trump was basically anointed to be what he is. No, this nigga was put in that position by Yahweh Hashem Yahushai to burn this bitch down over here.
Yeah, we told y'all.
That's what's gonna happen, man. It ain't no good thing coming out of that, And like when the brother was saying about the trade war, the wars in the seas and people stealing from each other, certain booty and shit. America has been doing that for a very, 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 very long time, and now
they never stop.
It's finna get ready that's finna reverse, and this land finna be booty on some of these other nations, man. This is Habakkuk 2:7. Shall they not rise up suddenly that shall bite thee, and the way that shall vex thee, and thou shalt be for booties unto them, because thou hast spoiled many nations. All the remnant of the people shall spoil thee because of men's blood, and for the violence of the land, of the city, and of all that dwell therein. So these nations, they're going to come over here and rob this place, man. A lot of you people finna be in trouble. A lot of you.
Mm-hmm. I got a precept on that scripture you just brought out. This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 33, verse 1. Woe to thee that spoilest. Spoil mean to rob. And thou was not spoiled. And dealest treacherously, and they dealt not treacherously with thee. When thou shalt cease to spoil, thou shalt be spoiled.
Mm-hmm.
And when thou shalt make an end to deal treacherously, they shall deal treacherously with thee.
That's them
that just happened. That just happened. Y'all ready for a ceasefire over there now? Now that we came over there and tightened you up for 2 seconds. Iran said, no, it ain't gonna be no ceasefire till we say it's a ceasefire. So what did that get the United States? It got all the military bases in that area rocked. I done been to some of them. The one in Bahrain got rocked. The one in Dubai got rocked. I've been to Bahrain twice. It's no more. All the military bases in that region are destroyed. And now he want to get impetuous, impulsive, and talk that shit to Spain. All because Spain said no to him. Trump asked Spain if he could use their air bases. Spain said no. And then Spain doubled down and told all the other so-called European nations, do not support this war. So Trump got pissed off. He cut off all ties to Spain. Now you got to understand this about Spain. Spain is one of the few countries where we export more goods than we import, meaning we are selling way more goods to them than they are buying from us. That is good for the United States and the businesses within the United States.
The economy.
Exactly. But see, Trump got in his feels and cut Spain off. Now, all the American businesses that are selling goods to Spain, they ain't selling to Spain no more. So they're losing money because this dude got in his feelings.
Dang, y'all just sitting on that stock now because you ain't got nobody to sell it to.
You got nobody to sell it to. But see, that happened with our alcohol, our liquor that we make in the United States. That happened with Canada. Canada cut us off. Now, like Maker's Mark, all these Jack Daniels, all these American companies that sold to Canada, they losing millions of dollars.
By the day.
Same thing happened with the soybean industry. The farmers selling millions and millions of dollars of soybeans to China got cut off because of Trump and his feelings. We told y'all this man Esau does not rule the world, his emotions do. His emotions make bad ass decisions, which makes him unfit to rule. Every time this man get in his feelings, you American people got to pay for it.
And y'all about to pay for it even more because y'all too busy having fun first.
Yeah.
That's why y'all not realizing.
Still murphing it up.
You know, but the thing that y'all not seeing is that all of this stuff, it's not gonna hit right away. But when it starts to hit, this is gonna cause a famine. It's gonna cause a famine of the food, man. A famine of whatever that y'all like out here. Get liquor, you know, you people that smoke cigarettes, whatever you do. It's gonna be a famine of all of that shit, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
And when it hit, you ain't gonna be able to ignore it. When you see lines and lines start to form outside of grocery stores, Walmart, Kroger, because them people trying to get in there, trying to buy up the last bits of what's left. Because your supply chain is broken because of a war that this man has started. These merchant ships are afraid to cross these oceans because of potential attacks. It's going to affect your supply chain. It's already affecting your supply chain. Because number one, these prices ain't going to never stop going up.
Oh, that's all.
No, that's happening because of two reasons. It's happening because of Trump's tariffs, and it's happening, they say it's inflation. It's not inflation. Your dollar is dead.
Yup. The money is cankered.
Your dollar is worth 7 cents. And that's being generous. They crashed your dollar on purpose to get it out the way. The dollar has done its job. That dollar is to get you dependent on a currency that you'll never pay the interest off on. That's why the other nations are ditching the dollar. You can never pay it off. Because whenever Esau gets in his feelings, what he gonna do? He gonna put sanctions on you. What is sanctions? Extra money you gotta pay just because they mad. And it also could be in the form of interest. But the bottom line is you'll never pay off the dollar because of interest, because of sanctions. That power only comes from the United States. So to get rid of sanctions and extra money they got to pay because Esau and his feelings, they don't want to deal with America or the dollar. That's why everybody running to the BRICS. The BRICS system, their money system is much more stable, much more reliable, and not no one man controls the value. That's why their money is backed by actual gold. Esau money ain't backed by nothing. How the hell you over $200 trillion in debt and you print your own money? That's something only a fool can do. And then they don't have a debt ceiling. So they just gonna print money anyway because they never had the intention of paying it back anyway.
No, that's Esau. He won't pay nothing back.
No,
he like you give him something, it's just his for the taking. He don't take no responsibility for nothing,
Nope.
man.
Yeah, they giving you a false number. It's not 35 trillion, 34 trillion. It's well over 200. And you know why they ran up the tab like that? Because they never had any intention of paying it. That's Esau.
And you people running around here stacking it up. What is it's just gonna be toilet paper in a minute for you.
You be burning $100 bills just to stay warm.
This is James 5:3. Your gold and your silver is canker, and the rust of them shall be a witness against you, and shall eat your flesh as it were fire. Ye have heaped treasures together for the last days, and a lot of you people are heaping together treasures for the last days, thinking you're gonna save yourself, man. Everybody's talking about go get the bag, go get the bag. We gonna travel, we gonna go do this, we gonna do that. Mind you, some of our people was over there in Dubai when them bombs hit. Now they're over there looking stupid because it's a time and a place for everything, man. We in the time of war, and you people out here still trying to go to these clubs, these bars. You're trying to go to places where these big ass public gatherings, man. And we telling you that these sleeper cells are gonna start turning up soon. A lot of you people gonna get caught up in situations, man.
Yeah.
A friend of mine sent me a picture yesterday. A man got caught over there in Washington, D.C. with a bomb in his car. Got arrested. You finna start hearing these type of stories. So-called Muslim guy shot a few people up recently, man. Injured a few. Killed some people, injured a few. These are the times that we live in. We're living in very harsh conditions right now. And it's just going to intensify as far as these days keep going ahead, man.
Yep, they're trying to normalize domestic terrorism.
So when it start happening, y'all gonna be like, well, we see this all the time.
You shouldn't be.
No, just like
that's not normal.
It's not at all. Y'all gonna be out here like your boy from Paid in Full. Niggas get shot every day, B. It's gonna be natural to you.
Mm-hmm. Because they're normalizing domestic terrorism. Now we've been telling y'all for years, do not be vacationing in these other countries because they hate your guts. They hate Americans because of the shit the government's doing. And if you think you're gonna be safe, no. You're gonna stand out in other countries. Number one, you don't know the language. You don't know the territory. You don't know how to count the money. You can't read the language.
Mm-hmm.
You can't drive. So you are sitting duck.
And that's on our people right there. And on top of that, above all of those things that brother just said, which are all facts, you Israelite, they hate you, man.
They hate you because they know who you are.
And you're going to continue to try to go have fun amongst these people, man. You're not invited to their cookout, man. So stop trying to go to a cookout that you have no business attending, man.
Exactly.
Because these people gonna string your ass up, man. And it's gonna come a time, you people, y'all still traveling right now. Y'all don't care that the wars is going on. Something is gonna happen where you're gonna get stuck over there. And it ain't gonna be nothing you can do about it. You're not gonna have nobody. And you're gonna get strung up in them lands, man.
Yeah, because as soon as you open your mouth to say something to somebody, they're gonna know you're an American. And they're gonna be watching you from that point on.
Yeah.
So it's very dangerous. My sister told me she wanted to go to France. I'm like, you gotta stay here. Go to France for what? To get kidnapped? You can get kidnapped here.
That's why we constantly telling y'all this is Ecclesiastes 7:2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Mm-hmm.
For that is the end of all men, and the living led to his heart. We think about these things, man. But you people not, and that's what's gonna be the death to you, man. You constantly chasing this mirth, man. Mirth is over. You don't feel the spirit in the air?
See, that's the thing. See, Americans have been conditioned to avoid difficult times, to not acknowledge that you're in a difficult time, to pretend like it's not even happening. This is you have been conditioned to do. That's why they threw so many conveniences in your face, like Instacart, Uber Eats, Uber, all these conveniences to keep you from avoiding hard times or something you actually got to do on your own to get through, like go in there and cook. A A lot of people feel stress and anxiety at the fact they got to cook because they're not used to cooking every day.
They're used to that convenience.
Exactly. Perfect example right there.
Y'all too caught up in that convenience, man. Everything's convenient. But just know, a lot of things ain't gonna be convenient anymore. You know, because all of these things are slowly shutting down. You know, over here by my house, you got a Walgreens over there, you got a Value Mart over there, and you got a Family Dollar over there as well, Dollar Tree as well. But the Walgreens, the Dollar Tree, the Family Dollar, and the grocery store, they done got hit 3 times a piece within the past 2 weeks, man.
Rob?
Yeah. Person go in there, busting the window, and goes in there and take all the cigarettes.
Oh, they wasn't robbed. They was burglarized.
They was burglarized.
Oh, okay.
Subway was robbed over there, though, twice. Because there's a Subway over there, too. And we over there in the area where you got, like, a big-ass area of townhouses, like projects. And you got Hamites, you got Israelites, you got Ishmaelites, you got all these different people over there. And they be over there hitting them stores up, man. And eventually, stuff like that is going to cause these places to shut down. That's why a lot of these pharmaceutical companies and stuff like, you got certain Walgreens that's shutting down. All of these things are because they're not making no money, man.
Yep.
They're not making no money. People going to these places stealing them and they shutting them down.
Another thing I seen kind of on the uptick too, a lot of Walmarts, they putting everyday regular items in glass cases.
Family Dollar as well.
They putting everything in glass cases. So you're gonna need an attendant just to walk with you as you go shopping, because they got to open these glass cases to curb the theft.
And you know what's funny about the glass cases? It's a fucking trap, because eventually you just gonna need that rice. Eventually you just gonna need that rice to get it. You ain't gonna need that. You're gonna be like, I'm tired of them opening up these things for me. I'm gonna go ahead and go get that rice because it's convenient.
Right.
And then y'all gonna be like, boop, let me get what I get up out of here.
Yeah, see, that's what Esau does. He figures out, he uses his think tanks to come up with ways of wickedness. How can we inconvenience them? How can we trouble their spirit to the point that they give in to what we want? One of those ways is to make your shopping, your everyday grocery shopping, a living nightmare. So they can come with the solution, as usual. They make your life a living hell to get you to cave to their solution.
That's what the scriptures was trying to tell y'all, man. This is Psalms 10:5. His ways are always grievous, man.
Yes.
Thy judgments are far above his sight, out of his sight. And for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. But the point of this scripture that I'm bringing out is the grievousness, man. This dude makes everything hard on everyone. But he can't deal with that because he's a weak man.
Yeah. But see, that goes back to the point that he's not human. I seen Eve, she was in a video. The name of her video was They're All Not Human. And guess who the thumbnail was? Edomites. What have we been telling you? Just because you walk on 2 legs and speak a language, that don't mean shit. Your spirit lets us know if you're human or not. Edomites are not human. Look at the shit that they are able to do and don't lose no sleep.
Man.
Their conscience does not bother them. They don't feel any guilt. They don't feel any remorse. These are not human. Because in order to be human, you have to have empathy. Just like a mother bear has empathy for her young cubs. If that mother didn't have empathy to protect those cubs wouldn't make it. Just like anacondas. I'm sorry, I look at a lot of National Geographic. But anacondas, when they give birth to their young, they are left to defend for themselves right after birth. The mother abandons them.
Don't sea turtles do that too?
Yep, because they leave them buried in the sand, and they gotta migrate back to the ocean.
Meaning they helpless for birds to come in and swoop down and snatch them up.
Yeah, that's why it's. But see, Esau messed up all that up because these turtles, these newborn turtles, they follow the moon. To the moonlight leads them to the ocean. What throws off these turtles, you got a bunch of street lights among beaches.
Yep.
They think the street light is the moon.
And that's how they end up in the streets.
Exactly.
And ran over.
Esau then threw off nature once again, because he need to make some money. So this man is unfit to rule, man. He throws off the natural course of things and think he can do it better than the Lord. No, everything was made perfect. Even you, Esau. You are perfect too. Even despite the fact you're a fuck up, guess what? The Lord created you to be the perfect fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The Lord don't make no mistakes. He created you to be the perfect fuck up. Just so you can destroy your own kingdom. So I don't see nothing superior about destroying your own kingdom. Where does the wisdom come in at? Where did this high IQ claim come in at?
With no IQ at all.
Because if you had a high IQ, it would have shown through history. It would have shown through your inventions, your creations, your innovation, your inspiration upon the other nations. But it's funny though, throughout the years in history, who has always been that though? It's been us. We have been the inspirators, the innovators, the creators, the inventors. We created every genre of music that you love. And we do it effortlessly. So y'all can have that fake claim of a high IQ. Because a high IQ, all we see it doing is destroying itself.
Basically. Basically.
So where's the wisdom in that?
The only thing Esau has is pride.
Exactly.
And with pride comes lies and all type of matters that you think that you are something that you're not, bro. You're not what you claim that you are. You're not smart at all. The little universities and shit out here ain't doing nothing but lying to the people, keeping them docile.
These people are paying money to be indoctrinated.
Yep.
That's a university. And nobody's flocking to you to gain wisdom. Ain't nobody flocking to Israel to gain wisdom. Everybody trying to get out of Israel right now because they're being bombed. And that's a scripture. Let me see. If I can find it. There you go. This is Isaiah chapter 48, verse 22. There is no peace, saith the Lord, unto the wicked. You'll never have peace as long as you're over there because you're not supposed to be there anyway. But you are fulfilling prophecy.
That's how you know they ain't the people, because it wouldn't be war in that land anymore if the real people were in that land. There will be no more war in that land if the real people were there. And if those were, if they were the people, why the hell they promote homosexuality so tough over there?
Mm-hmm.
You know, you can't get a DNA test over there. But that's been they've been bringing that out too. They just don't want want to be exposed, bro. But it's too late.
Man,
we already
the more they fight the rope that's hanging them, the more that rope tightens up around their neck. This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 33, verse 28. Israel then shall dwell in safety alone. The fountain of Jacob shall be upon the land of corn and wine. Also his heavens shall drop down dew. That's not happening. Y'all getting rocked over there by rockets. You fulfilling prophecy because you are the ones who appointed his land into your possession. Let's get that one. So you are the ones supposed to be there in this time space, this time slot, because you appointed the land to your possession in 1948.
Yep.
So just for that, you getting rocked right now. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 36. And we can go to verse 5. Therefore, thus said the Lord Yahweh, surely in the fire of my jealousy have I spoken against the residue of the heathen, and against all Idomia, which have appointed my land into their possession with the joy of all their heart, with the spiteful minds to cast it out for a prey. So yeah, this is the next verse 6. Prophesy therefore concerning the land of Israel, and say unto the mountains, and to the hills, and to the rivers, and to the valleys, thus saith the Lord Yahweh, behold, I have spoken in my jealousy and in my fury, because ye have borne shame of the heathen. Verse 7, therefore thus saith the Lord Yahweh, I have lifted up mine hand, surely the heathen that are round about you, they shall bear their shame. There it is. See, one thing Esau and Amalek, they learned the hard way. You can't lie your way out of everything. The more you lie, the more you make yourself naked. And when I say naked, I mean exposed. So your lies don't make sense. The lies ain't adding up. Every time you speak a lie, you get caught in it. You want to redact the lie. I mean, you're doing too much. You've been doing too much, and the world is tired of you doing too much. Now this dude saying when he get through with Iran, he going after Cuba. Why is he going after Cuba? Because Cuba is already in a desolate state. They haven't had any electricity down there for, what, like going on a month now?
Yeah, they've been in the dark for a while, which is a precursor to what's coming to Babylon as well.
Yeah, he's saying he going after Cuba next because Cuba's an easy target for the United States. That's what they do. You think they'll be going over there trying to take some Russian territory or some Chinese territory? No, they know they'll get their asses lit up. Mm-hmm. Cuba is an easy target because they are already down and out. That's what the United States does.
And that's where a lot of the Israelites, where a lot of the Northern Kingdom is too, man.
Yeah, that's the tribe of Manasseh.
That's why I'm gonna tell y'all that these guys, a lot of when Jacob's trouble happens, it's gonna be everybody's trouble, because no matter where the Israelites are scattered to, they're gonna find a way to get you. The Lord is gonna make a way for this judgment to take place, man. A lot of it gonna take place in America, but a lot of these other countries gonna feel it too, because you gotta remember that Jacob scattered all over the four corners of the earth, man.
Yep. That's why wherever you go, them curses follow you.
Mm-hmm.
You still getting you still experiencing racism in foreign countries. That's them curses following you. One lady, I think she was a cop, security guard or something in another country. I think in Russia. They beat her ass. Them curses following you Israelites. But see, there's good news, because the curses are now falling on our enemies, especially Esau. It's over 40 countries now that has banned Edomites from visiting their country. Can't be trusted, especially American Edomites, because they know you are the worst of the worst. You're entitled, you're spoiled, you're racist, and you're stupid. Nobody wants to deal with any of those things. So they made an easy fix. Just don't allow them to come here. Because who set that off? Who started that? Trump. Trump started banning certain black and brown people from entering the United States, and started deporting people who were born here just because he knew they were Israelites. But guess what? When he did that, just like when he kidnapped that president, where is Maduro and his wife?
Ain't nobody said nothing else about it.
Where's Maduro? See, he probably dead. Who knows? Or they making a clone.
I they just did your boy Jim Carrey.
Man, do you see what I'm saying? But that was the point though. These people, they do what they want to do. And when they kidnapped that president and his wife, they changed the rules of engagement and didn't even know it. These other nations are going to start stooping to the United States level of low, and then bam, it's gonna be a lawless war.
Yeah.
There's no rules in war anyway, for real, except taking POWs, prisoners of war. Ones who surrender, you can't kill them. You got to take them as prisoners. If they surrender and you kill them, that's called committing a war crime. But see, Esau never played fair when it came to war anyway, so why would you even have rules in war?
He's just
Knowing you're going to break them. See, he got rules of war so he can maintain advantage. He knows that you're going to obey those rules. That's going to give him a window to exploit the rules and take you down in an illegal way.
Those freaking loopholes.
Yeah.
Writing up his own stuff. He'll write up his own rules, man.
This man to pull out a pen and paper and get himself permission to take your shit and call it law. So Iran said, fuck the rules. It's not going to be a ceasefire till we say it's a ceasefire. And they got miles and miles and miles of tunnels underground filled with missiles.
And you got other nations giving them and helping them with defense and all of that. You got Japan helping now,
Yeah.
China, Russia, you know, and there's going to be many other nations that's going to help Iran, man. They all going to come together.
They're
going to get rid of this whore and her pimp.
They haven't even knocked a dent in their supply yet.
No, they shooting off the old stock.
Yeah. See, this is Iran's strategy. They shooting off the old missiles so that you will shoot off your interceptors. When you run out of interceptors,
You wide open.
you open for attack. That's when they're gonna send the heavy shit. Iran got missiles for days. The United States don't. They didn't count the cost before they started this war, thinking they was gonna be in and out with intimidation. No, Iran was waiting on this because every time y'all did this shit, ever since y'all did this shit to Iraq, Iran has been preparing for you to fuck with them. They was waiting on it. And now you started something you can't finish because you don't have enough weapons. I guess you need to learn from this. Stop giving your weapons to Israel.
Exactly. That's why they opening up the doors towards the draft, man, because they need that help. And a lot of you YNs and a lot of you cats out here that wanted to join this white man's army, man, especially you Israelites, you gonna die in that war, man. You're not gonna come back over here. And if you do survive any of it over there, you're gonna try to fight the Lord, and the Lord gonna destroy all of you.
You seen all them Judites dancing and trying to rap in the video, talking about what they gonna do to Iran.
Come on, man.
Yeah.
Y'all have no military training, no experience.
They don't have any. First of all, you got to have mental discipline. You got to have mental self-discipline in the military. They can't train you to be a responsible, mature adult. All they can do is teach you how to fire a weapon. Mm-hmm. But if you going over there with an immature state of mind, you ain't gonna last. And if you're a female, you better hope your death be swift. Because if they catch you, they're gonna pass your ass around.
Especially how y'all conduct yourselves over here,
exactly.
Boy.
They gonna pass your ass around, and then you gonna wish you were dead.
Mm-hmm. I seen the video of this Eve. She was in a hotel. You know, I had the cameras in the hallways, and the Edomite was there. He was there with his wife and 2 kids, but he was outside the room doing something. But the Eve walked up, and then he followed her, right? And when he followed her, he tried to jack her up in the hallway and take her into one of them bathrooms.
Uh-huh.
And she posted the video on social media. So I go back and I look at her pictures and stuff. I'm like, see, she's still walking around uncovered.
Uh-huh.
So you didn't even learn shit from that.
Nope.
You dumb women, y'all gonna find out the hard way, man.
That's the only way they learn, bro. You can't. It's like the Apostle Gabar said, man, all the time. What words don't teach, adversity will. So you gonna get your wake-up call, and you ain't gonna want that wake-up call. That's the only way you hard-headed Americans, especially you Israelites, learn. You gotta go through it.
Mm-hmm. And y'all really finna feel it when you lose y'all men, when y'all lose y'all helpers in that war. And the shit that's finna kick off here in this land, the civil unrest and all of that, man, the sedition, y'all crazy, man. This is 2nd Ezra 16:33. The virgins shall mourn having no bridegrooms. The women shall mourn having no husbands. Their daughters shall mourn having no helpers. In the wars shall their bridegrooms be destroyed, and their husbands shall perish of famine, man. And the ones that don't die of famine gonna get the sword. Mm-hmm. In this land. And it's better to die by the sword than famine, because now your body decaying.
Your body eating itself trying to stay alive. That's a horrible death. You want a swift death. You don't want a slow, drawn out death. But a lot of y'all finna get acquainted with death.
Yeah, it's gonna be like Tupac said, I see death around the corner. You're gonna see it everywhere you look, it's gonna be death, man. I know you see death now, you got your little arrogant people maybe on the comment board or even out there listening or whatever. Thinking, well, we see death every day. On the scale that them people see it over there, you have not.
No, you haven't.
Because this place ain't never been touched. That's why it's called the virgin daughter of Babylon, man. Ain't never been penetrated for real. You know, I'm gonna tell you what happened to Babylon. Got its neck sucked on. Got a couple of hickeys with 9/11. That's all it was. Babylon got her neck sucked on. But she finna fully get penetrated soon, and it's not gonna be a virgin no more, because all the missiles that's about to penetrate her, they finna run a train on this whore, man.
Yeah. And then when they get through running the train on, they're gonna take her ass to the dumpster. I'll throw her ass in there. That's gonna be your precious America.
And then the rest of you people that's left that went over there to fight, whoever did survive, when the Lord Yahweh y'all shall come back on that chariot, y'all finna be beating the powder, man.
Yeah.
Like the brother said in the video, it's finna be a flawless victory. Y'all not finna even touch the Lord, man.
Y'all not gonna shoot down not one chariot.
While y'all running around here talking about y'all catching chariots. I seen a brother post a video, a brother that I know in the world, he kind of in and out. Post a video of a jet following a chariot. They can't keep up with a chariot, man.
No. And if that was the case, the chariot allowed it.
Exactly.
Just like a chariot, if it wants to be seen, it will make itself seen. If it doesn't, it'll cloak itself. So there's nothing that Esau did. No, the chariot allowed it.
Yeah, the chariots want to be seen, like the brother said. Like the example in Exodus, when the Hebrews were getting led out of Egypt, man, and and there was a pillar of smoke that led them during the day, and a cloud of fire that led them at night. You know that you will see it as a cloud, but it was actually a chariot cloaked as a cloud, man.
Yeah, they just like the animals of this world. You know how certain animals can cloak in their environment?
Yeah.
Chariots do the same thing because they're both of this world.
Yeah.
But see, a lot of y'all can get caught off guard because Esau done put himself in a position where he can do anything to y'all and blame sleepers. Because he has normalized that narrative now.
After y'all think it was somebody else when it was your own government.
Yeah.
Which you should already know that, because he already signed the Insurrection Act. He's letting you know he's waging war against you U.S. citizens, man. It ain't took place yet, but it's set in play.
It's in the works. Y'all don't get it, man. Y'all, one thing, one of the last lessons you Americans gonna learn is how to recognize when your president has been compromised. Y'all don't know what that looks like. Y'all seeing what it looks like now. Y'all gonna find out what it's like to have a treasonous president in your office, intentionally destroying your country. Nothing that this man has been doing is by accident. Ain't nobody that's stupid.
Y'all know Israel got something called the Samson option.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a scary tactic that they using because they know that eventually somebody gonna destroy their ass, man. And it happens like what they're gonna do is if they on the brink of destruction, pure blown destruction, like being erased, these missiles will fly off and they'll destroy damn near the whole world, man, because they are nukes. That ain't gonna happen, but that's what they have. You know, if we can't have it, can't nobody have it. That's the state of mind that Esau moves in.
You know what that's telling you though? That's telling you that how afraid they are of going into captivity. They rather destroy the whole world, the whole planet. They rather kill everybody, so won't nobody be over them.
What y'all got those missiles set up for? Y'all forget the Lord gave you the technology to make those missiles, man. And you not gonna be able to do what you said you gonna do, man.
No.
The man's going is of the Lord, man. So if the Lord want to use those missiles to decimate America, so be it.
My thing is this. Why y'all keep going around telling this lie like y'all the people when y'all ain't doing nothing that the people would be doing? Y'all doing what the wicked would be doing. And these are telltale signs of who's who in the Bible. It's like the elder always brings out. Prophecy states that the Lord comes back to a world ruled by Esau, Edom. It's stated in the scriptures that the Israelites will have no might in their hand.
Yeah.
They wouldn't have any help. So how are y'all the people? The only people who fit that prophecy is us. We don't have any might. We don't have a military. We don't have our own land.
I got Deuteronomy 28:32 since you quoted it, brother. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long, and there shall be no might in thy hand.
Exactly.
Did that happen to them Israelis? No. That didn't happen to them, man. They were in when they was treating slaves all bad back then, man, they was taking their kids. They was making men lay with the mothers. They were breeding Israelites and then selling the kids, man.
They had breeding farms.
Yeah. That's where you get the term motherfucker from.
Uh-huh.
They will take the head honcho out there and they'll take his mother and they'll make them lay with each other, man. And develop a product of incest. That's why you see some kids out here that are Israelites that have incest in them, man. Because that's a hell of a bloodline to have. That's a fucked up bloodline, bro. Look at Moab and Ammon.
Incest babies. But then now you got the Japanese talking about they stole K-pop from us. I thought we were worthless. So why is everybody just picking our pockets, thinking the Lord ain't gonna get them back? Taking our creations, our inventions. But we worthless. We good for nothing. But y'all can't stop. We create so much shit, y'all can't stop stealing from us. It's cool though, because y'all ain't gonna have nothing in the kingdom. So everything you stole, get ready to run that. How come y'all can't create y'all own music, man? Because y'all don't have it. We are the salt of the earth. And that's one thing Esau can't get over. Regardless of how much money and power he got, he cannot strip us of our power of influence over the rest of the world. We have the power of influence, not you. We have the power of creativity. That's one thing Esau mad that he can't have. You're not an inventor, man. You're a thief. Your job is to steal what already exists.
Kill and destroy,
exactly.
And covet.
You're not a creator. You're a thief. And we understand that. That's why everything you stole, you about to run that. So you set yourself up to be embarrassed later on.
Mm-hmm.
And then yet they still mad at us because they can't stop lying. Well, guess what? You brought that on yourself too, because had you not been lying the whole time, there will be nothing to expose.
Exactly.
So you brought that shame on yourself as well. We're not going to stop exposing you if that's what you hoping. So the best thing seemed like for me, well, best thing for you to do is to stop lying, but we know that's not possible. You can't stop lying, you can't stop death, destruction, violence, and murder, and you can't stop stealing. Because these are the things that you were created to do. No other race on the planet, no other, well, I'll say this, no other nation on the planet has a lying problem like you. No other nation on the planet has a problem with children like you. No other nation. That's why the Bible refers to your nation, the nation of Edom, as being the wicked.
Mm-hmm.
You the only nation that can't keep your hands off of these kids. And that's gonna be one of the good things about the kingdom to come. We ain't gonna have to worry about messing with our children. And if they do, they're gonna wish they hadn't, because our children are gonna be immortals as well.
Yeah. This is Habakkuk 2:16. Thou art filled with shame for glory. Drink thou also, and let thy foreskin be uncovered. The cup of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushai's right hand shall be turned unto thee, and shameful spewing shall be on thy glory. And that's what's going on with Edom. He's being made a mockery out of by his own people, and people are starting to see his shame.
Especially his women.
Especially his women.
His women ratting them out, throwing them all kind of up under the bus, exposing them, telling on him, because she tired of them too. But that's prophecy though. Go ahead, bro.
Just want to bring that out.
I got one about his women. And I see a lot of nations. There was this guy doing, I think it was an Edomite on the streets doing interviews, just asking random people questions. And he was asking mostly Gen Z, I think, if you could choose another race, what race would you choose? All of them said black. But
not
see,
too far-fetched.
They said black because being white is becoming shameful now.
Mm-hmm.
I got this is the book of Job, chapter 27. We can start at verse 13. This is the portion of a wicked man with Yahweh, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. If his children be multiplied, it is multiplied for the sword, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remain of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Your woman ain't gonna even feel no sorrow, no pity for you, bro, because she tired of you too. And then, like I said, I'm gonna give that same warning to you Edomite women. If you know in your heart of hearts that you are laying with a fool at night, you know he's just a fool, stupid with it, you need to take those children and go to Nana house. Meemaw, whoever you deal with, get them kids out of the line of danger, because Esau is very emotionally unstable right now. He doesn't understand what's happening to him because he's never been brought low before. He doesn't understand this. And this is going to send him on an emotional roller coaster. So, hey, get them kids out of the line of danger. You get yourself out of danger, because Esau finna show his ass.
Stay away from these Edomites, man.
Exactly. Look how they did the Marine in the court, man.
Man, his own people. Who that is bad to himself, to whom will he do good?
They
man?
broke his arm because he told the truth.
See? And you got the younger Edomites coming out, speaking out on this thing too.
They see the wickedness taking place
of their forefathers and what they people doing now.
They see where the wickedness really stems from. The nation of Edom, their own people, and they don't like it.
I got
Go ahead.
Ecclesiasticus 41:7. The children will complain of an ungodly father, because they shall be reproached for his sake. And you got all other people looking at all these Edomites, they lumping them up in all one basket.
Your women and children are coming against you because you've always been against them. You will murder your own family, bro. You have a history of that. That's why we said that Esau, he would delete his family before he protects them in these times. Because when Esau is faced with adversity, y'all gonna become liabilities. Y'all gonna eat up all the food. He gotta decrease the number of mouths to feed, even if it's his own. That's when y'all become a liability to him. That's why he's not a protector. Shit, anybody, prime example of how Esau is not a protector? He's setting his own people up. He's setting up his own country for destruction. Well, he's supposed to be protecting y'all. See, Esau's not a protector. He's too cowardly to do something as manly as protect his family. That's why he doesn't. Now, if the camera's rolling and he want to shine for the camera, yeah, he gonna show out then because he wants to look good. Other than that, Esau just all talk, man. He loves tough talk. Look at Trump. This man talk all this tough shit to all these other nations that can't even wipe his own ass. Ain't no power in that. All they got to do is steal your diaper bag. And you assed out, bro. You ain't got to bust no shot to just steal his diaper bag. Somebody got my wet wipes. I need attention. You know what I'm saying? So you're not strong, Trump. You're the weakest man that was ever born, because you are setting your own people up, your own country up to be destroyed when you're supposed to be protecting these people. So how's Esau a protector? No, this man brings death even to his own people.
Waste destruction is always in thy path, man. This is Ecclesiasticus 10:9. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not a more wicked thing than a covetous man. Esau is the most covetous man on earth, who goes into other nations and covet their lands and take their resources. It's not hard. While y'all still trying to cover up for this man and hold his hand, we know who the wicked is. And he's in power right now, just like the scriptures say that Esau will be in rulership in the end, and Jacob will follow after that. I'm just paraphrasing. Why is earth and ashes proud? There is not more wicked thing than a covetous man, for such as one said in his own soul to sell, because while he lived, he cast away his vows, and he will kill his own, he'll sell his own. You know, that's how Esau is.
He'll sacrifice his own people.
Yep.
Look at what Bibi doing to them Israelis. He's sacrificing them. This man he'll have a hand in your death before he protects you. And that's just the honest truth. Look at what Trump is doing to his own country. Look at what Bibi is doing to his own country. He will have a hand in your death before he protects you. And this is for Amalek and Esau. So for all you women out there stuck in these Edomite marriages, married to an Edomite man, shit, you better watch your walk around this man. You better walk on eggshells, because ain't no telling what's gonna set him off.
You better not put that blood code in.
You better watch your walk around this man.
I seen a video. It's this dude, it's this comedian. He like an Edomite to me, but he like a chocolate covered Edomite. But his name Damon Darling. And he goes around and he's so-called paying for people's groceries or whatnot. So he came across his Eve. She was by herself or whatnot. And he was asking her if he could pay for her stuff. And she was like, yeah, that's fine. He was like, I just don't feel like a woman should pay for her own stuff. So here comes her man, fucking Edomite. He was on fire. He basically was telling them like, well, you ain't got to pay for it. I got her. He was like, no, I got her. My card is in the ATM. My card is in the machine right now. Esau was mad as hell. He should have seen the energy that he was giving. Like, she was worried about what he would do to her when they get home.
Uh-huh.
Because all it takes is for you to put that blood code in. It wasn't even her fault.
Now,
You just wanted to come up and spend money on her, but he didn't know she was married. But you don't even spend money on another man's wife anyway, bro.
no.
Because the rage of a jealous man is crazy.
No, because that's seen in today's society, you trying to get this man's wife.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if she's short of money and she just need a couple dollars so she wants to put nothing back, I'll do that. I mean, I'm not trying to pick up on this woman, you know. I'm just trying to help her out with her food. But if you doing this to intentionally pick up this man's wife, don't do that.
He wasn't. He's married himself.
So he was just being
He
nice.
was just being nice. He does it all the time.
Okay.
I hate that he does it to the people he does it to. But like I said, he's a chocolate covered Edomite. He goes out here, he look out for Jake or Eve, you know. But I didn't see this man go in his pocket and buy little Edomite kids PlayStation 5s and all type of shit out of his pocket. Talking about how he got an oil rig out in Texas. That's how I felt like.
So
this
why
got to
you
be a
don't?
chocolate covered Edomite right here?
You know what? You know what I think? That sounds like celebrities. Think about your athletes, your movie stars who are Israelites.
Can't do nothing for their own.
No, because they got Jewish accountants who's not allowing that. You cannot do for your own people. You can do for ours, but you can't do for yours.
Yep.
Why you think there's so many Israelite millionaires with Jewish accountants? This is why.
Mhm.
So you mean to tell me a lot of these athletes that's in the NFL, the NBA, Major League Baseball, a lot of these athletes graduated with degrees. So you mean to tell me you're an athlete with all these degrees, but you can't count your own money?
Exactly. You have these Jewish accountants to watch your money.
To make sure that you ain't spending on your own people, or you ain't spending on nothing that'll eventually come against them.
Yep.
I wish I would. The first time I catch him stealing, I'm gonna slit his throat. Yeah, they might get me, but his ass gonna learn today.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they might get me, but I got him first. I will come in your office and slit your throat. So it's lucky. It's a good thing that I didn't make it in the music business. Because if I had made it, I would have been in jail for slicing a throat.
Mm-hmm. Especially these small habits, they be getting over, boy. They paying you know your rappers and your movie stars to show you a false way of living, man. And then you go out there and buy the little record and try to live it out. That's the plan. That's the trap. A lot of you people are in the trap, man, and you're not seeing it. I'm gonna go listen to this. I'm gonna listen to a T.I. song. He's selling dope and got guns and all that. Now y'all want to go do the same thing, and then go take out your own people. That's why I told you, stupid ass young niggas out there that's toting these guns and shit. Just go to the fucking war, man.
It's just like that song Ice Cube did, America's Most Wanted. He was talking about them YNs. He said, put them overseas, they'll be begging to come back.
Man, exactly. Y'all finna get what y'all asking for. You telling y'all run the block, you know.
Boy, stop. If you paying rent, that ain't your block.
Exactly.
If you paying a mortgage, that ain't your block. Who you paying rent and mortgage to, that's their block.
Yeah, which is Esau Edom.
Exactly.
Because like the scripture say, you got to go to Esau for living, for clothing, for
Want
food,
of all
for
things.
water, for want of all things. So nothing is yours, man. I don't care if you go buy a goddamn house on some land, you still got to pay taxes on that shit because Esau controls it still.
Yeah, and what sense that law make anyway? Yeah, you own the house, but we own the land. Okay, so put my house on some wheels and I'll roll it up out of here.
Exactly.
And you can have your land. But no, he want the house too. That's entrapment. That's theft.
Yeah, when the person, especially Jake, when they got the grandmother, some Jake's grandmother leave them houses and stuff. Esau found some type of way to undermine them and take it.
Default on property tax.
Yeah.
He wants you to default. He wants you to miss payment so he can take it. Justify himself to steal your house because you ain't paying on some land that you'll never pay off. You'll never pay off property tax. You'll never pay off tax, period.
That was that right there. What your grandmama left you was part of your inheritance, man. You inherited that house. And the scriptures say that this man coveted fields and takes men's land and heritages, man. He's going to steal your house. You inherited that. That's your heritage. And Esau steals heritages, man.
I told you this man was going to pull out a piece of paper and a pen and give himself permission to take your shit.
We're going to write a loophole real quick. Get that house. Y'all don't know who y'all enemy is, man. Y'all know who this wicked motherfucker is, man.
But see, that's a good thing, though, because greed is going to destroy Esau. He's trying to take all these people's land still to this day. He hasn't changed. He's still trying to take Iran because somebody told him to. Greenland, Canada, Mexico. Now Cuba's on the list.
Yeah.
Panama Canal. What you gonna do with all these lands and all these territories when you came to run the United States property? You gonna run them in the ground too?
You got all these homeless people out here with all this land. Look at all that land back there.
Mm-hmm.
But you got homeless people. Esau not gonna do what's right because it's not in him.
No.
Like to
doing
not
right.
all of it, but knocking some of it down and building something for these homeless people. He's not gonna do that. He's gonna leave them out there to die, and he's gonna make rules to make it illegal for them to be there, so it can be justified to put them in FEMA camps.
Yeah, this man, he ain't gonna do the right thing because doing the right thing doesn't benefit him.
Nope.
It doesn't enrich him. So why would he do it? He doesn't care about it if it doesn't make him any money.
And y'all can throw in that bullshit about them stimmies that they was giving out in 2020. He didn't do that because it benefited him, but it benefited him. It didn't benefit y'all. It benefited him more because now y'all have became more complacent. And then now we on the verge of another lockdown and you people still complacent because you know what they thinking. Well, we're just going to get more stimulus checks like we did before and everything is going to be all right. No, that ain't how it's going to move the second time around.
We finna lock you down so you could be in one place so that you could be visited.
And you're going to be in dire straits. They're going to make it so hard for you out here that you're going to think real quick, like I might need to go ahead and take that rice.
Yeah, they're going to make your life a living hell. They call it pressure from above, pressure from below.
Yeah.
So you ain't going to see no way out but to take this chip. But see, had you had Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai with you, you know that he is the other way out. He is the only way out.
And they not because they too busy talking about how the Israelite doctrine or the One West doctrine, however they want to bring it out. We're just lying.
Well,
but everything that we speaking upon started with the elders and apostles who's been doing it 50 plus years, man. 30, 40 plus years, been doing this thing. All of it's coming to pass.
Now watch.
So what say you then?
Watch how Genesis and IUIC try to renege on all the lies they told on us, on all the lies about end time prophecy concerning MOTB. Because y'all just making the more y'all lie on us, the more y'all look stupid anyway. So we don't even have to address you people.
Facts.
Your own reputation is destroying you for being compulsive liars. And then you're monetized.
Got all of them.
So, I mean...
Don't your boy Hassad, didn't he take that bag and get that nice little truck?
Mm-hmm. Something crazy in his garage.
Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yep.
I just seen IUIC having a big old party recently.
You know what they say, though? In the world, riches come with secrets.
Yeah.
Riches, yeah. Because I heard about Deacon Hassad, the bald-headed one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we done heard about you too. You done had some stuff in your rear end as well, homie. Riches come with secrets, don't it? Uh-huh. That's why we glad we at the bottom. We don't have shameful spirits that's gonna come and bite us in the ass later on down the road.
I got Proverbs 11:4. Riches profit not in the day of wrath, but righteousness delivereth from death. The righteousness of the perfect shall direct his way, but the wicked shall fall by his own wickedness. You want to keep on chasing this money and a dying society, a crashing dollar, not putting your faith in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, putting your faith in men, Amalek's dollar. Huh. You signed your permission slip for death, man.
Keep on trying to look for ways to have faith in this man who's looking for every way possible to destroy you. That's a fool in itself. You love your enemy that much, you're willing to allow him to destroy you. You deserve death then. Because there's no logic in that. You are no use to the Lord when you can't get off your enemy's nuts.
Man.
You are no use. So you gotta get that spiritual reset, bro.
All of you.
You gotta die and come back. Because you can't get off Esau's nuts.
Mm-hmm.
This man can't do no wrong in your eyes. But all he do is wickedness. So you gotta get that factory reset. A lot of you Israelites do, because y'all still on Esau's nuts.
This is Luke 19:27, for Yahweh Shah speaking. But those my enemies, which would not that I should rule over them, bring hither and slay them before me. And that's what a lot of you Israelites out there that claim you all for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but you really an enemy, you will go out here and chase that bag instead. The Lord gonna put you to death, man.
Yeah, he told you. Look, I got this scripture right here, a precept on what he just brought out. This is the book of Ezekiel, chapter 22, verse 20. As they gather silver and brass and iron and lead and tin into the midst of the furnace, to blow the fire upon it, to melt it, so will I gather you in mine anger and in mine fury, and I will leave you there and melt you. What you think that there is talking about? It's talking about here in Babylon. Like we said, you don't die and go to hell. Hell is coming to you in the form of nuclear lake of fire.
Yeah.
And you don't die and go to heaven. Heaven is coming to you. Heaven is about to be built on earth after Esau destroys his kingdom. Because right now he's in his heaven because he's in his rulership. When he take the dumbass route and destroy his own kingdom, because the Lord going to put the spirit on him to destroy his own kingdom, he's going into captivity along with the other 16 other nations on earth, and they're going to rebuild our kingdom for free. And then we will be in our heaven because we will be in rulership. Esau will be in his hell because he will be in his captivity. Heaven and hell are conditions. So don't let these Christians fool you into thinking that once you die, you either going to heaven or hell. No, you in depending on your nation, what nation you came out of, you either in your heaven or hell right now. If you are Israelite, you in your hell. Because that's all you've been catching under Esau's rulership. If you're an Edomite, you're in your heaven because the Edomites are in rulership. But the Lord is about to reverse those roles. We're about to switch roles. Like Dan Aykroyd and Eddie Murphy in Trading Places.
Man.
Esau is about to be transferred to the bottom. And we're about to be transferred to the top. And as you haven't known, if you haven't noticed, the vibration in the earth is changing. Because Israelites, especially Judah, is starting getting favoritism. What did that Iranian man say before they murdered him back in 79? He let all the black hostages go. And that came back out and it's going viral. That religious Iranian leader, the Ayatollah, in 1979, he let go of all the black people. He said, we ain't keep no black hostages. And they asked him why. He said, because they being oppressed enough in America. They know who we are.
They know, man.
He knew who we was. That's why he showed favoritism.
Hitler spoke like that too.
Yeah.
About knowing about how these America had God's precious jewels, man. Talking
Mm-hmm.
about his people, man.
So the other nations are waking up. They're accepting the fact that we are the true Israelites. And I don't see why you would go against it anyway, because look at what the Israelis doing. You gonna ride with their destructive lying ass?
Exactly.
When the world see that we ain't causing none of this shit that's going on in the earth, and they have always been lying on us, trying to make us the problem of America. When the world sees who the problem in America is and always has been.
Jake just the life of the party.
Exactly.
And Esau is the killer of it all.
He the one doing drive-bys on the party.
Exactly. He hate to see Jake having fun.
Yeah, Black Joy's the problem with Esau. He'll to kill everybody to stop Black Joy. What kind of idiot are you? The type of idiot that'll destroy your own kingdom and lie your way into captivity. That's what kind of idiot you are. The only idiot to lie your way, go above and beyond the call of wickedness to ensure your place, to guarantee you a spot in captivity. That's you, E. He said the Lord don't make no mistakes. He created the perfect idiot, the perfect fuck boy. That's you, baby.
Vessels for honor and vessels for dishonor. And you are the vessel of dishonor, E.
That's why everything you do right now, it turned to shit. You are cursed. Everything Trump put his name on and go out of business. He's cursed. Kristi Noem will never work again because she connected herself with Trump. And everybody else who connected themselves with Trump, they're going to inherit the same curse as Trump. They might as well change their name to Trump because they're going to get the same curses.
Something going to happen to the Trump Towers. They found fucking bombs over there.
Yeah.
A couple of days ago.
Everything his name is on, it loses money. This man, hotels is losing money all over the world. He got hotels all over the world. All of them losing money.
Don't nobody want to deal with him.
Exactly. Trump is cursed. That name, Trump, is cursed because of one man. So it's like I said, the other nations, they are figuring out the only way to deal with the United States is to not deal with them.
And it's going to continue to be that way, man. Like we said before, the nations are mad. And they not finna continue to deal with Babylon. Babylon is only finna be standing alone with Israel. And that's it, a very small number of people.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of these nations, they get ready to come see about you Babylonians real soon, man. And they're going to come to this city without walls, man. And they're going to come up in here and they're going to spoil you people. Lord, when we are part of that number, we can be taken care of in that day. Yes, we're going to go through straits in that time. All men of the Lord will go through straits in that time.
I'd rather go through these straits
exactly
than to continue to live under Esau's wicked rule.
Exactly.
Because at least going through the straits, you know it's coming to an end. So, I mean, without those tribulations, you'd rather be complacent in a wicked kingdom than take a chance, take a gamble, a leap of faith into a righteous one.
So I gotta go through that be tried as gold in the fire, man.
I don't want to be comfortable in a wicked kingdom. But that's the problem with a lot of our people. They're comfortable. They're afraid of change. Well, this change is coming whether you're ready for it or not. So it will behoove you to prepare for the Lord's arrival.
They hate change.
And not to hate it.
Man, what you said. They hate change, but sing the song, a change gonna come.
Mm-hmm. That's
hypocrites,
hypocrisy.
Man.
Hypocrisy. But you complain, you comfortable in a wicked kingdom. You don't want change. You want this man to tax you and your great grandkids for comfort. This ain't comfort, man. What's comfortable about being here? You can't go to the grocery store without a domestic terrorist, psyops, and lies. Who wanted in senseless death? Who wanted to remain in the kingdom like that?
And the kingdom where your life is weighed in the balance. You don't know if you finna come or go, man. In this motherfucking society, you don't know. That's why you gotta pray when you walking out the door, man. Because you don't know if you coming or going. You don't know if this finna be your last day walking up on this planet, man.
Walk your child to the bus stop. You don't even know that's going to be the last time you see your child. Anybody who wants to stay in a wicked kingdom, is something seriously wrong with you.
I got Ecclesiastes 9 and 12. For man also knoweth not his time, as the fishes that are taken in an evil net, and as the birds that are caught in the snare, so are the sons of men snared in an evil time. The evil time is now, when it falls suddenly upon them. And these things are finna suddenly fall upon you people, man. You know, so I gotta keep your head on the swivel, talking to you Israelites out there, the ones that's sincere about this thing, man. You know, you gotta keep your head on the swivel, be diligent, pay attention to what's going on, because hey, this thing is finna get real rough. You know, you got anything else, brother?
I got one more script that I need to bring out. And this is for the Israelites. Fight their complacency.
Mm. And that complacent shit is over, man.
Yeah.
Being comfortable, that's over.
I got this one. This book of Revelation, chapter 18, verse 4. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people, that ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. You gotta hey, shake that comfortable shit, man. You gotta be in a mind state where you might have to get up and run at any given time.
Mm-hmm.
Have your little panic bag, have it already in the car. So all you gotta do is grab your people and get up out of there.
Yep.
So I mean, I'm telling you this because these are the times we're coming in. It's about to get real dangerous. They already announced sleeper cells have been awakened. So that's a potential danger to you because the government can send some of these ICE agents out here and claim they were sleepers.
Yep.
They already half-ass training them. So they're going to be reckless wild men. They're not going to be out here as a disciplined tactical unit. They're not going to be doing law enforcement. They never have done law enforcement. They have been doing legal kidnapping, legal harassment, legal provocation, meaning they are provoking you so they can be justified to kidnap you.
Yeah.
Do like the other nations. The only way to deal with the United States is to not deal with the United States. Same with ICE. The only way to deal with ICE is to not deal with ICE.
Yeah.
Your death is not going to change anything. Your marching, your protest is not going to change shit.
No.
Just stay out of their way. Stay away from them. You see them coming, you go the other way.
You ain't doing nothing but going against the word of the Lord, man, because he's causing this division.
Exactly.
You know, so just stay out of it, man. Stay out of the way. And I got one more scripture too. Ecclesiastes 5 and 7. Make no tarrying to turn to the Lord, and put not off from day to day. For suddenly shall the wrath of the Lord come forth, and in thy security, that complacency that we were just talking about, thou shalt be destroyed and perish in the day of vengeance. And the day of vengeance is coming, man. Y'all might want to get out that complacent shit real soon, or as now, because hey, the doors of mercy is closing, and the Lord getting ready to bring his wrath upon Babylon and the rest of the world, man. And with that being said, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Wakakadash. Shalom to a few elect out there, man. You know, Great Millstone, all the rest of you brothers out there. Shalom and the Bible ball, man.
Shalom. Remember Sirach 12 and 10, never trust thine enemy, for like his iron rust and swords his wickedness.
Facts.
Shalom.
Shalom.